Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Sorry, I had to think about where I was. I have a fried brain today. But welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast, number 1427, where it's Brain Fried Day and anything can happen. Anything can fall out of the mouth. Who knows? I have no set agenda for tonight. It is just going to be whatever happens, happens. It has been a very busy day here today. I was on the help chat all day today and also evaluating some videos and stuff as well and giving feedback on those. So my attention has been like all over the place. And I also have my craft room that I am emptying. I'm about 3/4 of the way done with clearing it. And so whenever I took like a 10-minute break, I'd run in there and move some boxes out. So it was good because I wanted to get more movement in today. And we've got the guys coming in tomorrow to rip out the carpet and put in laminate because the carpet has a big bare patch, which is about this big, in the carpet on the floor, where all you see is the backing of the carpet. And so they decided that they were going to replace it with laminate flooring. So that gets laid tomorrow morning. So I got to make sure everything is out of there. And like I said, and I've been slowly moving stuff out. And so I'm about 3/4 of the way done. So I've still got just a little more to do, but I thought, well, today's going to be a day of movement. And so whenever I took a 10-minute break, I literally ran into that room and was pulling stuff out and packing it. And I've got in the guest bedroom, I've got in my craft room, there's all these plastic containers with different craft materials, and mainly yarn, but all different types of craft materials. And so I've got them all, most of them, neatly stacked inside the closet of the guest room. And the closet actually has a shelf in there, and then it's got the higher up shelf, and then it's got the area where the long stuff goes, and it's got two places where short stuff goes. So we've got it all organized in there. And then I opened up the hall closet as well, and I've got stuff that's in there too, packed in there as well, because I knew I would not get all the boxes into the guest room, because the guest room still got all the guest room stuff in there because I haven't had a chance to get in there yet. Sorry, that is my business line text messaging. My business line's been busy today. It keeps calling me, and it comes up with a number, and then underneath it says scam likely, and I'm just like, okay, you can go to voicemail. That was my voicemail signal. Anyway, so now I just got some boxes to move, and I'm going to put as many as I can into the guest room. But it could be that the cool part is that we have a hallway that goes up to the room, that's the craft room, and then it opens up wider with the guest bathroom on one side and the guest room on the other side. And so in that wider area, it's sort of like a foyer into because they put double doors into the master bedroom. And so they needed to widen the hall to be able to have those double doors. And so I thought, fine, I've got this space here, so I can line each side of that area with boxes. So I'm going to put as many as I can into the guest room, and then the rest out into the hallway. But I've got most of the stuff out of there. Like I said, I've only got about a quarter left to do of what was there. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And as soon as I get off here, go and do some more of that. Take my dog for a walk, and then come back. And if there's anything left in there, get rid of that, get that out of there as well. But yeah, it's more movement. It's, instead of exercising, we are moving. And if you ever want to get a good amount of movement in, move. Because here's what happens is that you got boxes. So you're doing weightlifting with picking up boxes, and you got to, do the correct way, crouch down, keep your back straight, use your legs, not your back, to lift. Especially the heavy boxes, and keep them in close to your body. And when you put them down, again, crouch, squat back down. So you're doing squats, you're weightlifting, you're walking. So moving boxes around in a house, or unpacking boxes, and of course, some places you got to go and move them so you can unpack them. You're getting that exercise of squats, weightlifting, walking. I tell you, moving is a great exercise, but it's movement, not exercise. No, we're wording things, so we are moving with movement, and so yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing it that way, because every time I squat down and lift the box, get my hands underneath the box and then lift back up with my legs, you can feel the burn, especially if it's like about the fifth or sixth box you've had to move. And then, of course, you've got to squat to put the thing back down again. And it's sort of like, man, my thighs are getting a good workout. I tell you. But then I have been fortunate and always had strong legs. That's one thing that I've always had is strong legs. I guess because as a kid, we were always, it was, if it wasn't raining, you're outside. We literally walked everywhere. Once I got a bike, I was almost biking everywhere. So always with the legs, and did swimming as well. Again, with the legs. Coached gymnastics for 10 years with the leg, using legs to help. Because when you had to lift the children up to grab a bar or something like that, again, keep the back straight and you get your squats in. And of course, you got to watch out for the dog because she's like running around. What are you doing? Putting her nose in, you're going, move. And so she just sort of like slowly backs up and you've got a box of books in your hands and all sorts of fun. So getting good weightlifting in there. And hopefully I've got to wait for the temperature to drop below 100 before we go outside. But I have to say, I was talking to somebody today about around this area. We've got a park just down the street there, which has a lot of trees. And they're trees that don't go across the park. They go around the edge of the park. And they edge the walkways that are in the park. And it actually makes it a little cooler to walk in there because when I step out of the house, it's hot. We get down to the park and it's like, oh, this actually feels quite comfortable. I can walk. And Zeffie and I end up walking, and especially in the evenings because of the high temperatures, I have a bum bag on that has water bottle holders on either side of it. And so I take water with us, and inside the bum bag I have collapsible dog bowls for Zeffie so she can have her water and I have a water, and so we're good to go. And, we'll find somewhere to sit down, and we don't sit on the ground. There's a lot of ants around here. And so we'll stop somewhere and have a drink of water and keep walking. But it means in the evenings, even if it is 90 plus degrees outside, at the park, it feels cooler. And so we're able to walk further in the evenings, and we have our water with us to stay hydrated. But then, the park is full of these basins, which are, all grass basins, which are overflows for the storm drains. So when heavy rains come in, like when we get to the monsoon season here, where there's just really, really heavy rains, instead of the streets flooding, that goes down into the drainage and into these basins. And but when you're walking along the area at the bottom of these basins and you're just walking along on the grass area and stuff, it's like, how do I describe it today? Oh yeah, your feet are in the refrigerator and the top part of your body is in the oven. So you have this very big difference in temperature that you can feel around your calf muscles down to your feet. You feel this very a huge drop in temperature, and then the other half is still in the heat of the day. But of course, when we go, the sun is setting, so it's not as hot. There's a lot of shade around because of the trees, and sometimes there's winds blowing. But I'm just looking out the window, and there's a gentle breeze blowing, so we will feel that when we're out there. But yeah, so that's another part of the movement thing, is getting out there, walking further than we always do. Longer walks in the evening than the mornings. In the mornings, we tend to run out of time. Like, we've got to be back here at the house tomorrow morning by 8 o'clock to let the guys in to do the flooring in the craft room. And so it's like a great, another kind of rush. Well, not really a rushed morning. I mean, I have 3 hours in the morning to get back here from when we get up to when we get back here. So we can do it. And that time includes breakfast, quiet time, reflection time, breakfast. We now have a routine where we come out here in the morning, and I get up, make the bed, and then grab my bottle of water and my phone, and we head off down to the kitchen and the family room area. I put my water bottle and phone down on the counter, walk over to the sliding door, open the blinds, open the sliding door, open the screen, just enough for Zeffie to walk on through, and she goes out there and she spends all the time on the concrete patio. And if the sun happens to be out during that time, she will actually lay in the sun. My dog loves the sun, and she loves laying it. And there's times when I've let her out in the middle of the day, and I go out there, and she's laying on the stones in the sun, and it's like 104 degrees outside. And I look at her and go, "You nuts?" And she just sort of like, like, "I'm fine, I'm comfortable." And I'm sort of like, "Okay, get your butt back in here." And I always make sure that her water bowl is full, because she is drinking a lot of water with the heat and everything else. So yeah. So we got onto that. What else are we doing today, Zeph? Oh, I have to say, Zeffy is a very special dog. Today I had a friend come over who had whose 14-year-old, almost 14-year-old dog passed away on Saturday. And so she said, "Hey, I've got this food that's left over and there's other bits and pieces." I says, "Yep, bring them on, we'll be happy to take them." And so she brought them over today. Zeffy met her at the door and stands up on her hind paws, trying to give her hugs, give her lots of puppy love. Like she sensed that that something wasn't right and she wanted to comfort this person. And I was just like amazed. And there was excitement in there that that there was a visitor in the house, but it was also too, you could see on her face that she wanted to give this person some loving, because she sensed that there was some sadness around this person and she wanted to comfort. And Zeffy's really good like that. Like if I'm in a grieving bout, she'll come and she'll sit with me or lay down next to me and just be there. If I'm upset about something, she may come up and just put a paw on me, just sit next to me, lay next to me, or depending on where I'm sitting. If I was in the RV and in the recliner, she'd come up and put her paw on my leg as to say, "It's okay." And there was times I would drag her up on the recliner with me, and she sort of like goes all stiff because she hated being dragged up on the recliner. But she would stay there and wouldn't do anything. She'd just sort of like move her eyes around and not move her head, and then she'll start relaxing a little bit, because she could feel me relaxing. So, but yes, she could just sense. It was just amazing how she could sense the sadness in this person and was trying to give them lots and lots of puppy love, which I think my friend truly appreciated. So it's been a very interesting day today. My brain is fried. Yeah. I just don't know what to do today. And that thought just totally escaped my head. I'm going to go. It's as simple as that. I'm done. It's a brain fried day. Anything can happen. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth half the time today. So anyway, with that, we are done for the day. I'm going to go move some more boxes till it's time to take the DOG for WALK. And maybe I'll get them all done before we go for the walk. Then I won't have to do any when we get back from the walk. And then we can kick back and relax. Oh yeah, I got to cook dinner. Yeah, we'll do something simple tonight, like eggs. That sounds good. Anyway, go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hei konera.